Hi there. This video is an exam paper walkthrough of the Edexcel GCSE Mathematics Foundation Tier Paper 1 from summer 2023. This paper is worth 80 marks in total, and this is the third video of 4. It will focus on questions 16 to 22, which account for 21 of these marks. Edexcel paper 1s are non-calculator, so a calculator cannot be used. A little disclaimer: there may be more than one way to answer a question. The methods shown in this video are not the only way some mathematical skills can be applied. Okay, let's get started. Question 16. Here is a list of ingredients for making 20 biscuits. So to make 20 biscuits, we need 150 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar and 250 grams of flour. Harry wants to make 60 biscuits. How much flour does Harry need? So I'm going to use a proportion table, one of my favourite things to use for maths questions. So let's have number of biscuits and we'll have the ingredients here as well. Okay, so this recipe makes 20 biscuits, and if we've got butter, sugar and flour, so 150 grams, 100 grams and 250 grams. We want to make 60 biscuits, okay? So we want to go from 20 biscuits to 60 biscuits. 60 divided by 20 is 3. So if I multiply all of these by 3, that will tell me how much of each ingredient I need. Now it actually only asks for how much flour Harry needs, so let's just do this section here. You could do those two if you wanted, but just this section. So 250 multiplied by 3 is 750 grams, so I'm going to put 750 grams on my answer line. Question 17. There are 200 counters in a bag. We've got 200 in total. 38 are red, 52 are blue. The rest of the counters are yellow or green. There are the same number of yellow counters as green counters. What percentage of the bag, the counters in the bag are yellow? Okay, so let's figure out how many yellow and green we have in total. So there are 200 counters. We have 38 red and 52 blue. So that accounts for 90 of the counters. So if we do 200 subtract 90, there are 110 counters that are yellow or green. Now there are the same number of yellow counters as green counters. So if we divide 110 by 2, there are 55 yellow and 55 green. Now they want to know the percentage of counters in the bag that are yellow. So we have 55 out of 200 in total yellow counters. We want a percentage, so we want it to be out of 100. So to go from 200 to 100, we're going to divide by 2. We're going to half it. So if we do the same here, 55 divided by 2, that would give us a numerator, but because it's out of 100, that would be a percentage. So 55 divided by 2, 2's into 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2 into 5, 1, 2, remainder 1, 2's into 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, remainder 1, 2's into 10 is 5, so it's a 27.5% of those counters are yellow. Question 18. Naomi has B bags of apples and C crates of apples. There are 5 apples in each bag. There are 28 apples in each crate. Naomi has a total of T apples. Write a formula for T in terms of B and C. Okay, so if there are 5 apples in each bag and a bag is B, that's going to be 5 times B. And that would give us the total number of apples in the bags. And then C is crates, and there are 28 apples in each crate. So 28C will tell us the total number of apples in the crates. Total number of apples all together would be these two added together. So 5B add 28C. And they want a formula for T. So the T, the total number of apples altogether, would be equal to 5B add 28C. So T equals 5B add 28C. Question 19. Here are the first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence. -5, 3, 11, 19 and 27. Find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of this sequence. So the first thing we need to do is find the difference between each term. So to get from -5 to 3 we add 8, 3 to 11 add 8, 11 to 19 we add 8 and 19 to 27 we add 8. So they have a common difference of 8. So I can start by writing 8n. So the sequence goes up by 8 every time. Now I'm going to compare this 8 to this -5, the first term in the sequence. To get from 8 to -5, I'm going to have to subtract 13. I have to go down a number line 13 places. I'd go from 8 to 0, which is 8 places, and then 0 to -5, which is another 5 places. So that's, I've gone down 13 places in total. This is our nth term. 8n subtract 13. Question 20. Work out 8.46 divided by 0.15. So I don't want to deal with decimals. It can get a little bit messy. So I'm going to multiply this side by 100, which becomes 846. I'm going to do the same on this side, which becomes 15. So now I'm doing 846 divided by 15, which is a lot easier. So 846 divided by 15. So let's do some 15s. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105. Okay, 15s into 84. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to get from 75 to 84 is a remainder of 9. So now I'm doing 15s into 96. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to get from 90 to 96 is a remainder of 6. So we need to put a decimal and carry a 0. And then 15s into 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. No remainder. So the answer is 56.4. Now because it was a division, I don't need to do anything to reverse these. That is my answer. I did the same to both sides, so I balanced that out. Question 21. Work out 7 3/8, subtract 2 1/2. Give your answer as a mixed number. So the first thing I'm going to do is convert both of these fractions into improper fractions. So 7 times 8 is 56, add 3 is 59. So I have 59 over 8. Subtract 2 times 2 is 4, add 1, 5 over 2. Now I need a common denominator, so I'm going to keep 59 over 8 as it is, but I'm going to multiply this fraction by 4, top and bottom, to make the bottom match and be 8. So 5 times 4 is 20, 2 times 4 is 8. So now I'm doing 59 subtract 20 over 8, which is 39 over 8. Now I need to convert this back to a mixed number. So how many 8s go into 39? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to get from 32 to 39 is a remainder of 7. I don't know why I drew 2 lines there. Is a remainder of 7. And I keep the numerator of 8 on the bottom. And then I'm going to write 4 and 7/8 on the answer line. Question 22. A cube has a total surface area of 150 centimetres squared. Work out the volume of the cube. So if we're dealing with a total surface area of a cube, we would have added up the total of the area of 6 faces. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start by dividing 150 by 6. And that will tell us the area of one face. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Okay, 6 is into 15, 1, 2. From 12 to 15 is a remainder of 3. 6 is into 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No remainder. So the area of one face is 25 centimetres squared. Now it's a cube, so it's a square face. That's a very poor square. I apologise. And we would have done this side times this side to get an area of 25. Both sides should be the same. So we would have done x squared equals 25. So if we square root 25, that tells us that the side of the square is 5 centimetres. We want the volume, so we times all three lengths together. So if this was a cube, if I add to it now, we'd have 5, 5 and 5. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125.